Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the speakers and participants for today's online live international conference. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer Eurasia Research for inviting me to be the keynote speakers for today's conference. My name is Lisa Im. I'm the chemistry excellent teacher from SNK Seri Bintang Utara High School. Today, I'm going to share with you my topic is about the ownerships and digital learning to produce fun learning. Okay, so I'm going to share with you these 6 areas about reflections on the past, the focus of the studies, research of the objective, the target group implementations, and lastly, about the reflections on the study. First of all, I would like to share with you about the reflections. So from the findings from my observations and the students' feedback, I found out students' attendance is not good, the students respond less, and the class situation was not fun. So let's see the statistics. So these are the statistics that collected from these 2 classes, for SA and the 4SG. As you can see that both classes, the attendance is not 100%. It's like for SA 22.8% and for SG is 33.3% absence. So beside that, I also found out the feedback from the student for the teaching and learning on online teaching and learning. So my student says that they want the feedback. Yeah, they say they want the interactive class, they want group work, they want to have quiz, hard copy assignment, have fun. They can write their answers, and the special one, they say no exam. They don't want any examinations. Yeah. Okay, so my research objective is focused in these 4 areas with increase students' attendance, increase students' involvement in teaching and learning, cultivate 4C skills, and lastly, and the most important for me is to raise fun learning. So my target group is from these 2 class students for SA and for SG. So together, the total of 53 students. So the ownership in learning, what is the ownership on learning? Is actually adopted from the Mr. Rabbit. He says that the motivation and engagement. Okay, so how to conduct this? They say this must have goal orientation. A student must have goal. They must have self-direction, self-efficient, self-confidence, and self-monitoring, and also persistence. So with this model, this idea, I come up with my own learning model. So I strongly believe that with the ownership, teacher give the ownership to the students in the doing assignment or choosing the method to conduct the activity in the classroom, and include with the digital learning. I strongly believe that it will produce fun learning. This is like a chemical reaction, like acid react with base perform salts and water. Okay, so with these 2 ownership with the digital learning, I believe that it will produce a fun learning. So I call this model as only fun. And here I would like to share with you, this is a teacher message, Teacher's Day message from my Excellencies of Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin. He strongly believe that the process of the digitalizations using online platform and virtual learning will continue to be strengthened. And he believes that virtual learning is the future in education. Therefore, we call upon the teachers to deepen, including me, to deepen the skills of online teaching and also home-based learning, because this is a new habits in the field of education. So here, I would like to share with you just now, meaning that I say that I use digital tools, right? So application of various digital tools is happening in my online teaching and as well as a physical learning. So as you can see here, these are part of the digital tools that I've used in my classroom. So how I use them? I use them in the 3 main points. So I use them as a classroom management, for example, to take attendance, to record the marks, and then to delegate the assignment and turn back the assignment to the student. Besides that, I also use them for assessment. For example, the quiz, I would like to use a Quizy, Kahoot, ClassPoint, Google Form, and Microsoft Form as well. So beside that, by using the digital tools, actually we can embark the 4C skills among the students. For example, like communication. They can learn the communication, they can collaborate each other by using, maybe they have the Zoom meeting or Google Meet meetings or team meetings. Discuss a project, a project presentation as well. Besides that, also let them think without the box. They also can use these digital tools to embark the creativity and also the critical thinking. For example, they can use thinker cards. They can use a microbit in the internet to create their prototype. Yeah. So here, this is one of the activity is like the student create the greeting cards for the Eid Mubarak to the Muslim friends and also the relative. So this was happened, I started this activity since 2020. You can see that they use Bitmoji, they use Google Slide, PowerPoint, drawing, and although this is a greeting card, but it's also because I'm the chemistry teacher, so they use, I asked them to use a chemical symbol, for example, H for hydrogen, AR for argon. They combine this to form the letter or message that they want to send. So in this year, I make it into the more big skills. So involving I think about 10 classes. So all the beautiful and creative cards created by students, we combine them to be a video, a short video, and I upload this video in my channel. And we share this video to all the Muslim in our country, because this year during this Eid Mubarak, our country is under movement control, so we cannot cross border. So most of them stay at home and they cannot go back their hometown to celebrate this Eid Mubarak with their family members. So that's why this video, this grading card or grading video can give them the wish, to celebrate this Eid Mubarak in the new norm. So this initiative was appreciated and recognized by our lovely Education Minister of Education, Dr. Razi, in his social media. So beside that, I also conducted the Young Chemist channel. So you can see that this beautiful slide, created by the students. So they put in the effort to find out the, for example, the video from the YouTube, okay, and maybe the any portals or any Google sites that related to the topics they have studied. And after they have made this interactive slide, then they share among each other. So beside that, I also involve the real life activity in classroom. For example, when they study reaction, my student even go and cut the chickens and cook the chickens. So to compare the effect of the size. So after that, they share their finding or maybe the experience in the Padlets. So you can see that. Okay, next is the problem-based learning. So I give them a topic, say that so-called save our souls from plastic pollution. So they work this in the group, and then they find out one innovations, one prototype, innovation or prototype, and after that we have the mini presentations. So the project, the lovely project I sent to participate in the International STEM Youth Competition by British Association in London. I'm very, very proud of my students. They won 3 awards, which is Best Reports, Best Video, and also Rising Star Awards. Beside that, another project I conducted is a project-based learning. So you can see this beautiful vase is actually created or made by my this girl. Okay, actually very simple. Just use the use towel with the cement. You can see this lovely vase was created by this girl. And after that, they share the knowledge lah, by using the meeting in the Microsoft team. So beside her, you can see these are some of the product made by composite material made by my student. And here is the sharing. So the awesome products from my student. And you can see this project-based learning is actually can spark the students' creativity. So I make the Padlet link and I share to them. They upload the photos of the product and also the reflections. Tarada, you can see everyone is actually happy, including the teacher as well. So if you are my student, if you are in this class, how do you feel? Can you please type in the chat box whether show me your feeling. If you're happy, you just type fun. Okay, thank you. So, and then this project I sent to a competition, a PBL competition, and very, very lucky, I won the first place. Okay, beside that, yeah, this is also very enjoyable activity, which is home-based learning. As you can see here, the first experiment is conducted by a twins. This is about the fermentation. They investigate the gas, the carbon dioxide produced by using lime water at home, although they don't have the apparatus from the lab. Okay, beside that, another 2 student experiment 2 and 3 is actually similar but different way. They investigate the effect of the cleanness action by the soap and also detergent. And lastly, another project is about making the preservative food. Okay, after the hard work, so my students sent me this thank you card. I'm so happy and so proud of my students. Okay, here I would like to share with you the analysis of all the activities. Yeah, obviously you can see the attendance rate increase and the absent one decrease. Yeah, for both classes. And the overall you can see here from the 22.65% reduced to 5.63%. And these are the feedback from my students. They say they like the interactive tools I use in the classroom. They love problem-based learning, project-based learning, the home-based learning that I conducted. And they also find that they're easier to communicate with other friends. And lastly, they say they become more creative after follow the own dig funds activity in classroom. So finally, I would like to share with you my studies reflections. I strongly agree and present to you to show that the proof that the student attendance increase, students are more active in the classroom, the 4C skills and also the value can be nurtured. Lastly, the digital skills are on the rise. These are the outcome of my own dig funds model. So I would like to share with you this poem by Mr. Clay, the president of Aerospace and Electronic. You can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he will continue the learning process as long as he lives. With that, I end my session. Hope you like it and enjoy. Thank you very much.